Hi guys, welcome back to Finpact. Well, today we're talking about something that's been highly requested on this channel to talk about Fantom, like the ghost. Woo! I'm kidding. We're talking about Fantom the crypto. And the reason it's been getting so much market traction is because it is such a fast, quickly growing layer 1 solution. The token is called FTM and it's achieved incredible growth across all key metrics. The thing is, Fantom employs a DAG-based consensus mechanism. So DAG is a directed acrylic graph. It also uses ABFT, which is an asynchronous Byzantine fault tolerance. All of this is called lachesis, and it's secured by proof of stake. So guys, this allows for an extremely efficient, scalable, and low-cost method of validating transactions. It's also got an open source smart contract platform for digital assets and dApps. It's got partnerships with Chainlink, Ren, Band Protocol, The Graph, Waves, and the main thing that they focus on is speed, security, and scalability. All of the components we need for a mass-adopted cryptocurrency. Just take a look at the number of decentralized applications already deployed on Fantom. We have different decentralized exchanges, SpookySwap, SpiritSwap, Matcha. I've used Matcha before, SolSwap. This is really important when you want to swap different currencies on different chains. And then, of course, if you want to bridge other currencies, so for example, if you want to switch from an Ethereum chain to a Binance Smart Chain, then you have your cross-chain bridges. Xpollinate is a great one. I have used this before. Multi-chain and AnySwap also fantastic ones. I really like using iSwap as well, but be sure to use at least a laptop when you use that one. I had an issue on my phone. And they have different functionalities like lending and borrowing, NFT platforms, that sort of thing. It kind of reminds me of the Coin98 wallet, which has lots of different DEXs and dApps built in. So if you store your currencies in that wallet, then you can use the swaps, you can use the exchanges, you can use all the different features. They've got things like yield optimizers. There's so much there. And the main thing is that it's developer friendly. So increasingly more and more developers would be choosing Fantom and using their code base to build their decentralized applications on top of that. They also have a Fantom F wallet. Now let's look at how it's excelling in so many social metrics. The growth potential is really important so that we can see long-term price rallies. Now, in this tweet by Luna Crush provides social intelligence for crypto, so it gathers lots of different metrics and gives a ranking for different cryptocurrencies and compares to how it ranks with others. Well, it actually had the number one Luna Crush alt rank out of the top 3,418 coins across the market. This does change day to day, but this is very recent, January 3rd, so literally 2 days ago. And the price activity was up almost 9% to $2.69. I will show you the price charts and where I think the price is going later on in this video. Social volume was 20,924. So this is fantastic. Fantom has been getting mass traction. It's been talked about a lot on YouTube, and well, they've been having lots of new partnerships. So one of the ones I wanted to talk about was that they have partnered with Retrieve. So this is an online mobile payments company. So they're essentially trying to say that whenever you pay with Retrieve, 33% of the transaction fee is donated to a social project chosen by the consumer in the dApp. So Retrieve is a blockchain-based fintech that's developing a decentralized, sustainable mobile phone payment method. And this is an example of a successful project built on Fantom. Funnily enough, the developers actually said they invested in Fantom to hold, and in the end, they knew the protocol and the quality of the documentation, so they chose Fantom. It's becoming a developer choice, and the more and more dApps that get built on, the more functionality we see in Fantom, and the more, scalability and mass adoption, because it gives us use cases essentially. Fantom had a fantastic year in 2021. Let's just take a look at its recap. The network growth grew by 18,650%. So they had an average of 4,000 transactions per day in January 2021 to this number, 750,000 transactions per day in December 2021. This is outstanding, you guys. And yeah, we've seen it fall. There has been a dip, except recently we saw a rally up. This is very similar to the price chart as well for Fantom. But of course, we're in a very neutral point in the bull run. We aren't really falling into the bear market just yet. We could, but I will make an updated video on the market sentiment soon. But of course, it is natural when the overall crypto market activity is lower, we're going to see such declines, but it's still seen a huge rally up recently. But what's really important is that this chart shows you the number of transactions and that's fallen compared to the all-time high here. But what's reassuring is this. Unique addresses have increased by 29,832% from 5,040 addresses on January 1st, 2021 to 1,508,580 addresses on January 1st, 2022. Bear in mind, these unique addresses, they're still holding. Just because the transactions have fallen, they might still be holding until they can start seeing opportunities on making transactions, maybe when the bull run picks up again. Now, one thing I look for in cryptocurrencies that I believe have long-term potential, I don't think I mentioned this on this channel, is the total value locked. Essentially, that's the total number of that particular coin or token that is being staked. That essentially gives us a price floor, because when it's staked, it's locked up, they're earning yields on it, but that is an underlying supply that is locked that people can't instantaneously sell. Gives us a price floor. It's really, really important, and that's important for the long term as well. So they have, in 2021, they had a total value locked that grew to $7 billion, and that is still standing. So people have just staked their funds, which I think is a very smart way of capitalizing on the bull market's dips as well. Because when you stake, you're getting at least a minimum yield depending on the DeFi platform. Some offer higher yields, some offer lower yields. But the point is, if you've seen a price fall and you've just held your tokens in a wallet, you're not going to see a return just holding it in the wallet, apart from the capital price appreciation where the price of the coins go up. When you're staking and you earn a yield, you've locked up your tokens, so they're still your tokens. It's kind of like borrowing and lending in banks. So you've locked it up and you're earning, well, essentially interest for saving and holding it in there. So saving, staking, that sort of concept. I mean, I can go into the details of staking in another video, but just think of it in that sense, that it's really good when total value is locked, because that means it gives us a price floor. So basically, the value of your coin or your entire coin balance will not go below a certain value. So that's really, really important for price stability and just trust and not worrying that your currency will go to absolute rubbish, you know? So some notable events. So let's start from Jan. Fantom was one of the first blockchains to implement on-chain governance. They also released the Fantom Scan Blockchain Explorer. This allows us to see top accounts, verified contracts, statistics, that sort of thing. And then they also had a scalable blockchain. So they had the ERP MIS suite and a lot of blockchain development, as you can see. And then in February, they announced support for the Ledger Nano hardware wallet on the Fantom, basically their F wallet, which is great because a lot of people have the Ledger hardware wallet. Then they also had the leading AMM protocol Curve Finance going live March. Some of the main ones were that we had the DEX Sushi Swap launch on Fantom. A lot of people use Sushi Swap. We also had Fantom taking part in huge events such as the Digital Currency Global Initiative. This is really important for credibility. It gets the Fantom name out there that they are a viable cryptocurrency blockchain solution in the world we are in today. And then also in April, we saw one of the huge things that happened was that the leading digital asset management firm, Hyperchain Capital, invested 15 million in the Fantom ecosystem. This gives them funds to continue upgrading their network and having more long-term partnerships and therefore increasing scalability. For example, they successfully rolled out the major Go Opera network upgrade. I'm going to link this article down below. Lots of great stuff, May, June, July. But one of the things I want to mention is that Annika, which I made a video on that I'm very bullish on, extended its support to Fantom. This was important for developers so that they can easily deploy the dApp. As we know, it's very developer friendly. So many people are choosing Fantom, and Annika provided that support for a read-only node. August, another big month where Band Protocol launched a validator node on the Fantom Opera network. Remember, I mentioned that was one of the partners. They also announced an incentive program to support DeFi protocols and blockchain gaming. This was, and after the, and by the way, just to show you guys, after this incentive program, the network grew significantly. They had 600% more in total value locked. Remember, that's a great thing, price floor. And then, of course, they had an increase in 300% in daily transactions and active users, which we saw in the previous chart as well. September was another big month for developments. We had Coinbase adding support to the Fantom network on the Coinbase wallet. And then we also had another huge one with Fireblocks, which is a leading provider of enterprise-grade digital asset management platforms. The key thing is that they allowed the Fantom ecosystem, they opened it up and allowed access for hundreds of financial institutions. That is big. When financial institutions get involved and they buy and hold and actually use a cryptocurrency, that really is mass adoption. This is why this bull run is very different to the last one, because so many financial institutions and large-scale corporations are involved. Asset managers are investing. It's very different this time. And of course, it wasn't surprising that they would pave the way into the NFT space as well. They actually released the zero-fee NFT platform Artian. And then after that, there were lots of drops with NFTs with an exclusive collection hosted on Artian. They also had an NFT API and smart contract management solution with Indexo that was integrated into Fantom. And plus, Crypto Refills, which is a retailer specializing in mobile top-up gift cards, added Fantom support so that basically people can use the FTM token to pay for things. It's kind of like that website Bitrefill, very similar. So you can pay in Fantom tokens. When you can pay for real life stuff in a particular cryptocurrency, for me, that really is the bridge towards mass adoption. Then December, another fantastic month. Chainstack supported the Fantom mainnet and testnet. This is again for developers, easy to use for them to launch their dApps. And then Block Native also added functionality for multi-wallet support that they can integrate into the dApps built on Fantom. And yeah, you guys, it's been a fantastic year in 2021 for Fantom. The community is huge. So many developments with top tier cryptocurrencies. Global enterprises have taken place, and also the statistics show for themselves where we're at. Let's take a quick look at the price charts. Now, as you can see, this chart very similarly follows the overall crypto market sentiment, which is governed by Bitcoin, our leader in prices in the crypto markets. Of course, there is exceptions to that, but just taking a look, if we plot Bitcoin, which is on the orange line, then you can see it very similarly follows the way Fantom has, and we can see this rally up here. So actually, now you can see the shape of the graphs are very similar, but what I do believe will happen is that we're going to continue seeing some price rallies up where it breaks past this previous all-time high, which is around $2 and I think just above about $3.13. There we go. So I do think we could see it go up to the $4.5 to $5 level, potentially even higher. It really will depend on the overall crypto market sentiment. How much will we see Bitcoin show price rallies? That will be really important. Remember, that kind of governs how the rest of the altcoins perform. Now, individual bullish news will definitely determine the short-term upswings and downswings. I think in the near term, we're going to see a $5 Fantom, potentially just below that. But in the long term, I'm really, really bullish on Fantom. I think we could easily see a $10, $15, but maybe not in this bull run. I'm not too sure. It depends on how long it lasts. I do believe this bull run will last, in my opinion, in my non-financial advisor opinion, it's around like March, April. I'd always held that sort of sentiment. I will adjust it depending on what I see happening. I'll always keep you guys posted, but I think about that time period we'll start maybe entering into a bearish few months. But I don't believe that this bear market that we enter this year, we're already in 2022, I forgot. But I don't believe that the bear market we see this year will be as long as the bear market we saw after the 2018 bull run. I genuinely don't think that. And I also think the prices, when they fall, at least in the major cryptocurrencies, will not be as hard hit as the 2018 prices, because now institutions are holding it for the long term. We talked about total value locked, staking is there. So all that will make sure we have a bit of a price floor. I do think lots of new projects and ones that are launching right now, those could definitely crash completely. That is definitely something that's very likely, but that doesn't mean you can't make short-term profits on those projects. That's why I always talk about some of these 100x projects, because they definitely can make you profits if you're making smart trades on it and you're investing at earlier prices, IDO prices. But as for the major cryptocurrencies like, your Cardanos, your Ethereums, I don't think we're going to see price crashes in this bull run as hard. Anyway, guys, if you made it this far, gosh, this might be a very long video. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, hit that like button and the subscribe button and that bell notification so that you get informed on when I release a video, as a lot of the information is time sensitive. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure you do your own research. A lot of this is just based on my experiences. I worked in the financial sector and I have a huge passion for cryptocurrencies. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.